Hi YouTube. When someone tells you you need to get a grip, should you? Well, let's talk about that in this video. Okay, well, I just got a hold of this pen called the Dr. Grip. So I went ahead and got a grip. I want to find out, was it really worth the $5 and change that I spent on this? Well, let's just take a close look at the package. It says Dr. Grip Pure White. It's a white pen. Comes in different colors. Like, see this one here, it kind of has a blue hue there. It's not tied to the color of the ink. It's just, you know, the way they made up the pen, you know, give it some nice little pizzazz. Smooth writing, perfectly balanced, reliable. It's a ballpoint as opposed to, you know, a felt tip, you know, a gel pen, all that stuff. Black ink, it's advanced ink. Not quite sure what that means. But we'll find out if it writes better than your regular blue ballpoint pen. And it's a medium 1mm, so that's a real bold kind of point. But they call it medium here. That's fine. They call it whatever they want. Designed for a writing comfort. And we're going to find out. It has the grip there. All right. It's made by Pilot. Well known. What does it say in the back? More of the same. Designed for writing comfort. Crisp design with green, blue, pink, or crystal accents and metal clip. So this one's the blue one. Balanced design. Relieves writing stress and reduces required gripping power. Cushioned comfort grip. Ideal for anyone who writes a lot. And smooth writing advanced ink combines the best qualities of gel and ballpoint inks. Okay, so we see that the ink actually has a combination of inks here rather than your standard ballpoint, but the point itself is going to be a ballpoint, although the ink inside will have some gel component to it. So, all right, cool. And what does it say here? Arthritis Foundation, ease of use, certification. All right, stamped. Okay, well that's enough of the package. Now to get the pen out of the package. And what I've discovered is this patent pending pen unpackaging tool. Yeah. Ooh. You can get them anywhere. I just happen to have one. Let's see how it works. No instructions, but common sense tells me this is how it's going to work. Ooh, smooth. Okay, well, that part works really good. Okay. I'll put the pen unpacking tool away. Fancy little thing. And package stays intact. Well, here's the pen. All right. It is definitely a very white pen. And it's a very jumbo feeling pen as opposed to a standard pen which would have a thinner diameter. This is a very thick diameter pen. It's kind of hard to describe what it's like to write with this, or hold it I should say, but it's not bad. I don't have arthritis, so I can't attest to whether it's easier on my arthritic hand. And you can see here it says Dr. Grip Pure White right here. And it has one of those little chrome pocket clips with the Pilot name in there. You can see the blue accent, and you can get them in a few other colors as I had already read off. This is the plunger type. Okay, that's good. There does not appear to be any cap that you have to take off. As you know, some pins have that little silicone or plastic tip you have to take off. This one does not appear to have that. And you can see you have your color accent on the bottom as well. So it has very good plunger action there. It's a substantial pen, although you know most pins are not heavy to begin with anyway, so it's not like it's heavy to hold, but it is a big pen. And if you're not into big pens, you may want to avoid this pen. Otherwise, it seems to be just fine. Let me see writing. Get a new page here. Let's test this little puppy out. All right, so it is the Dr. Grip Pure White. Black ink. Can definitely tell it's not gel and it's not ballpoint. It is really kind of in the middle there. And they say that it is smooth writing. So zoom in there a little bit for you. All right. So, do I think it's smooth writing? Yes, I do. It is smooth writing. Then they also say that it is perfectly balanced. Yeah, I messed up my B. Is it perfectly balanced? Well, what makes something perfectly balanced? Wouldn't it be like it from the middle? Because this is, can't balance this in the middle. So what does that mean, perfectly balanced? Well, if they're saying that this half, the bottom half of the pen, is going to be a little heavier than the top half of the pen, and it is the part that's going to be towards the paper, then yeah, it's perfectly balanced. Okay. I'm going to give that a check because I have no clue as to what perfectly balanced is. And if you do, please leave your comments down below and let us all know, what does it mean, perfectly balanced? But other than that, you know, I hold my pen, I think like most people, I imagine, you know, you let it lie on the, let's see, what is that, the second finger? The thumb is not a finger, so you have the thumb, and then you have this one, and then you have this, oh, it's the middle finger. Okay, so the middle finger, and I can see the jokes already coming about the middle finger in the descriptions. Please resist. We're going to try to keep this family oriented, all right? But it just rests on here, and you just kind of hold it like this, and I'm going to assume most people hold their pens like this. With all the weight is on this part of the pen right here, and that is my preference. I would prefer that the weight would be here as to, you know, back here, or where I don't know what it would be in the middle, because this doesn't seem to be that way. It's heavier from here down, but that's fine. Okay, if that's balanced, that's balanced. And they say it is refillable. Well, if they say it's refillable, it's refillable. Well, let's go ahead and open it up and see what we have inside. Okay. Well, a nice little color in there too. Same color as the pen. I wonder if the other colors have the same matching. Okay, and it's all plastic. It's all plastic here. This is metal, the clip. The rest is all plastic. Okay. See if they'll stand up. And then this comes out. Okay, the spring must be built into this tip. I'll open that in a second. But yeah, it would be refillable. Now, here's something interesting. Look at the length of that refill, or yeah, we'll call it a refill, even though it's the initial. That is very, very short compared to most pens have longer refills, including the empty space and the little wax inserts that they put in there to keep the ink in place. That is tiny. That's tiny. Okay, now obviously there has to be a spring somewhere, and I'm going to imagine the spring is in here. This tip here actually does come off. Not that there's any reason for you to. And there's the spring right there. Okay, and that's hollow. Okay. Well, looks like I'm having a lot of fun with that. Okay, and does that spring come out? No. I mean, it might. I'm probably break the thing. This little blue accent comes off. So, who knows? Maybe you can interchange it with another one. For whatever reason. Whatever knocks your socks off. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and put my pen back together again. Before I forget how. Tip's plastic. This is kind of a rubberish grip here. Silicone or rubber. Let's see if it peels off at all. Yeah, it does. So you can actually take it off if you want, but I'm not going to. I don't want to mess this little puppy up. Okay, now I've already screwed this on, but it just keeps turning. So why is it doing that? You might ask. Let's see. Because this is two separate sections. And there seems to be a division right in here. You can just barely make it out. So as I turn this, it just keeps turning. But if I hold in the rubber grip, then it doesn't turn anymore. So this is all one piece here. And then, yes, this part inside of here is separate. All right, let's put the little mini-me ink cartridge thingy back in there. All right, and the nicely accented cap. All right, go ahead and energize her once more. All right, so this is considered a ballpoint. Though I'll have to admit, it writes better than most ballpoints that I own. It is really, really smooth. So I am really impressed with the ballpoint of this pen. Now let's see if we can actually look at that. There we go. Can only get so close before we lose focus there, but that's it. Big old ballpoint. And so we got check, check. It's black. Yep. Black. And we see that it's advanced ink. Ink. How do you spell ink? There you go. Whoa! Okay, that's something you might want to know. Look at the advanced ink. It smears. Well, you know, it is 1 millimeter that you're using here, so it is putting on a lot of ink, but unfortunately it smears. And unfortunately I'm not focusing. Hello? Where is my focus? There we go. Alright, let's try this again. This is a medium, and it badly smears. Okay, so it's not fast drying. Okay, so it's not fast drawing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Look at that. Terrible. 3 seconds and it still smears. 3 seconds is an eternity for a pen to dry. So I can tell you this, if you're a left-handed writer, I do not recommend you get this pen. Sorry, pilot, but you weren't thinking about the left-handed writers among us, because as you write, you're going to get all that ink right here as you're writing. Unless you write Chinese, and then you're going to be writing characters this way, and you're good. All right. It's a good pen, quick notes, writes smooth. You can definitely tell the ink is really nice. It doesn't leave all those breaking spots like ballpoints often do. I'm going to leave it up to you to decide what perfectly balanced means. We know it's refillable. Yes, it has a nice grip. Many pens have this nice grip, so that's not a big old revolution or anything. It's a good looking pen. It is different. If you're into white, it's definitely pure white, and you can get the color accents like red and green or whatever colors that they have. I think I already mentioned that. They have, it says green and blue and pink or crystal. I guess crystal is what? Clear? I don't know. I don't have one. Okay. However, you better be very patient for the ink to dry, because it does take several seconds for that ink to dry. And I let this go for 3 whole seconds after I wrote it, so that means that it was already there for more than 3 seconds, and it still smears. Smearing ink is not good for left-handed, and it definitely isn't good, for people who need fast drawing for other reasons, and that would be up to you to figure out whether you have reasons for such. All right, well, that's it for the Dr. Grip Pure White ballpoint pen. If you like this review, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.